Hello, my name is Gaurav Paul. My student ID number is 21159762. I am studying graduate certificate in hospitality management from University of West London. And today I am here to give a presentation on human resource management and organizational behavior. My first slide shows my career path. I chose Wand of Astoria as my career placement organization. After graduated in 2012, I received placement in food and beverage service department in the hotel, where I get the position of food and beverage associate or a steward, that is basically called in our industry. In 2 years from there, I get to promote at the level of senior steward, where I get to learn the supervisory skills that are needed to manage a small team of people, and to work accordingly in an organized way with them. In 5 years from there, to a restaurant manager, where I get to learn the managerial skills after learning the supervisor skills as a senior steward. It will also enable you to manage a particular outlet rather than getting an experience of managing a small team. So, in 7 years from there, as a food and beverage manager, I would get experience for managing all the outlets in the organization, all the food and beverage outlets in the organization. And my basic aim is to become a food and beverage director in the timeline of 10 years, so that I can be able to work with the top management level and the department heads, similarly with the board of directors, and get relevant experience that is needed in the industry to further get acclaimed and promoted and recognized in the industry. My next slide shows the contract type. I chose Wand of Astoria as my organization because it's a brand of Hilton Worldwide. It's a luxurious brand and it is situated in London's Young Park. It's a luxury hotel and it is only one of its kind in the UK. It has a restaurant named as Capability, and it's an ethnic restaurant, and it is quite inspired from the old Wand of Astoria, which was opened several years back in the USA. The largest workforce that works in the food and beverage service department are the stewards, because all the outlets are being run by the food and beverage service operations. So the largest workforce contributes to the stewards. At the entry level, the stewards are given a permanent full-time contract, basis on which a 40 hours weekly schedule is given to the stewards with a hourly rate of £7.10. A full-time contract is essential for the workforce to give them the benefits that they get in the other organization. Moreover, it helps to create a momentum of the workflow in the particular outlet that they work in, and it's easy to handle the customers rather than employing a temporary full-time contract with a temporary staff. So, in my view, a suitable contract would be a permanent full-time contract for the stewards at the entry level. My next slide shows the recruitment strategy. Recruitment strategy is a mix of recruitment processes, the targets and the best talents that are needed for the organization. The recruitment needs to be done in a strategic way and in a particular way to get the best talents from the job market where they are available. It should be done basically in accordance with the institutions, in my view, so that the people that we hire are qualified enough to gain experience in the organization. It has several steps. The recruitment strategy will include several steps. First of all, will be the analyzation of the requirements that the organization has in particular at present. Following which, the candidates generation or the workforce that are required is also analyzed and anticipated. Following that, in today's time, the online job questionnaire is given to the candidates who wish to apply for the particular job. So the candidates need to fill the questionnaires and fulfill the requirements that are needed by the organization. Similarly, after this process, the candidates are shortlisted and then called upon for a personal interview with the department heads and the HR management in accordance. If the candidate is successful, then the candidate is given a chance for the work trial, where they get to learn and know the environment where they are going to work in. Upon successful completion of the work trial, the candidates are then called in for an induction process, after the decision is being made for them. And it's a cyclic process which needs to be done after every 6 months, so the workforce requirement by the organization is met, and due to the high value of moving out new employees, so it needs to be maintained, and a particular workforce planning should be done in accordance with the departments that need the changes. The learning and development is an essential process which needs continual growth. The learning and development is necessary for the employee's life cycle and the employee's career cycle also. It includes both on-job training and off-job training. On-job training is necessary to get used to the environment that they work in and with the new technology that they work in. Similarly, several e-learning methods are also available with the organization these days. And Warner Astoria also helps the employees for assisting them in the new projects that are being opened by the organization. And the Hilton Worldwide also has its own university where they teach the employees and assist them with the future qualifications that they need to reach a certain level in their career. The Hilton Hotel College under the name of Hilton Worldwide University gives the benefits and assists them in the education regarding the core departments of the hotel. Similarly, the owner college helps to maintain the standards and provide qualification regarding the franchisees that are being owned by the property, and similarly acquainting them with the experience and the knowledge that is needed to run a franchisee as a whole. The commercial college deals with the management level financial modules. So similarly, the leadership college helps to give the general managers a view and the relevant qualification and the knowledge that are required at the management level once employee is promoted to a level of general manager. Similarly, General Studies College enables the employee to gain the knowledge about the several studies that are required at the top management level. Along with this, there are several learning and development processes that are general for all the employees are also inducted in the hotel. First of all, the induction process, which is necessary for all the new recruits in the organization. It is for the period of 1 or 2 days. Similarly, skills development program that is needed for each department, like front office and food and beverage services in particular, because they are the one who interact with the people the most and the guests. Similarly, the health and safety procedure is an essential requirement of all the employees in the organization. Hygiene certificate, which is essential for the food and beverage services and kitchen department in particular. Performance management is a way to review and evaluate the performance of an employee once they start getting in the department. The first stage will include the plan, and the planning stage means to get on with the employee personally and evaluating the last year's performance or developing a new plan to improve his performance in the department. Similarly, second stage is to manage the employee and to help him and assist him with the requirements that he needs to tackle with the performance and to maximize his performance. Review is to give a feedback to the employee, and it may be half yearly or in mid-year, so that the strategic goals where the employee is lacking, it should be met personally with them. Similarly, reward once the goals and objectives has been set and has been achieved, so the reward should be given in accordance to his performance. Similarly, if the renewal process will be the final process, it will include if any changes needs to be maintained in the performance appraisals or the changes that are being maintained. So it needs to be renewed for the next performance cycle for the next year. It will also include some smart objectives in between the stages, which are specific, measurable, and achievable, so that the employees get to know about the performance and the targets are set for them to be achieved. My next slide shows the change management strategy of the organization. Changes are necessary for every individual and the organization to tackle the needs of today's world with the growing technology. First of all, the first step includes the understanding the need of the change, as to why the change is being needed in the organization or a particular department in the organization. Following which, the change team needs to be made, and the department should be analyzed where the change is to be made. And the following which is to plan and enable the change. It requires to convey a communication plan between the customer, between the staff and the organization, and regarding the change team that is being organized for the reference of the staff to clarify the goals and objectives of the change in particular. Then is to create a momentum. It involves managing and creating and monitoring the risk that are in the department regarding the change. And similarly, similar action plans should be taken to meet the requirement and or to change the action plan in between the stages. Next step is to empower and embed the change. It is to implement transition required that in the middle of the change, and it will also help to get the impacts that the change has made on the organization and the behavior of the staff in particular. The last step will be to project the sustainability of the change as to how long the change is going to be made and how long it will survive in the organization, and following which at what period it needs to be changed after and renewed at a particular period of time in the future. My next slide shows the HR policies and procedures. HR policies are needed for the disciplinary actions for the staff as well as the organization. These are the principles on which the departments, all the departments work in the organization. It is an essential requirement in every business these days. One of the major HR policies that every business are the disciplinary procedures. It includes the grooming standards that need to be maintained and the punctuality that is needed from the employee, and also seek from the employee by the organization. Secondly, it includes the health and safety procedures for the organization as well as the employees and the customers also, which need to be maintained, and the standards that need to be set, and the training that need to be given to the employees regarding the health and safety procedures of the organization. It has three dimensions, which I can say are the personal development, secondly the strategic HR management, and thirdly the talent management. Personal HR management means to see the pay and benefits standards of the employee, and the strategic HR management includes the strategies that needs to be tackled by the HR department, namely learning and development and the training methods that are needed in the organization. Similarly, the talent management needs to see the performance of the staff members, and similarly, these HR policies needs to be amended at regular periods of times to meet the challenges in the future. My next slide shows the exit strategy of the organization. The employee needs to make an exit strategy while moving out of the organization. The first step is to give a resignation letter, which is a proof from the side of the employee that the employee seeks to leave the organization, and it is needed to move out of the organization in a systematic manner, organized manner. Following which employee exit interviews taken by the HR manager and the line manager, who is responsible for the validating the process of the resignation of the employee. And the exit interview is necessary to know the reasons as to why the employee seeks resignation, whether he is retiring from the job or due to some other reason he is leaving the job from the organization. Similarly, after half yearly, the contacts need to be maintained by the employees, by the HR department regarding the employees, and following which the maintaining of the records also need to be done for the future references, so that the employee can be retained if in future he is interested in working with the organization, as he is also useful for the organization in the future. So these were the slides regarding my HRM module. I hope it would have been interesting and of a great help for the future, and for the future students to know about the HRM module in particular. Thank you.